think many realize or understand the full scope of things. This place is a parasitic farm. They're trying to rape you. They're trying to feed off of you. How many civilizations have they been doing this? How many civilizations have they murdered? I think it's important to recognize that this is a parasitic farm and that there are animated dead entities running amok with frequency weaponry. How long has this been going on? I think it's important to recognize that this place cannot be saved. It cannot be fixed. It's a parasitic farm. You're on a farm. They're trying to farm you. There's theater and there's facade. It's all to try and keep you from asking questions and finding out the truth of things. This universe has been on its last cycle. What you're seeing and what you're experiencing is the result of this universe, of the state of this universe. It's a failed universe. There are parasites running amok with frequency weaponry, right? Like, I hope beings here are recognizing that what they're seeing is the result of a failed universe. It can't be fixed. It can't be saved. There shouldn't be parasites running amok with frequency weaponry. Okay? This is the culmination. This is the result. Whether that has to do with prior civilizations not doing what they need to have done, ancestors not standing up to the parasitic infection, you know, whatever the reasons are. You're on a farm. It can't be saved or fixed. This is the result of this universe and its failings. It's a failed universe. It's time to fucking go. This is a place to be escaped from. This is a place that must be terminated. It's a parasitic farm. It should not be. It must be terminated. You can't reason with a parasite. They're creatures. They're dead, but they're animated. They're creatures. They're like, they're not ever going to have compassion. They're parasites. What do parasites do? I just don't think people are ready to acknowledge some of the very ugly truths. But you're on a farm, and this is a failed fucking universe. The benevolent beings here need to recognize that and set about trying to fucking get out of here and trying to terminate this place. And trying to, you know, get to another place. Another universe, another world, another dimension. If there's even any, it might be that this, from what I've seen and experienced, this universe is on a trajectory of implosion. At that point, it's going to take all that's wrong. It's going to take all that's malevolent. It's going to take all that's out of balance. The rest, the benevolence gets, and the still vibrating energy gets moved elsewhere. So it's time to go. This place has to be terminated. I think the benevolent beings here are a remnant of most likely a larger benevolent creator at one point in time. Where is that benevolent creator? If there are animated dead parasites running amok, trying to feed off an entire race, what do you think happened to any larger benevolent creator outside of here? Like, when is it that malevolence attacks children? When the parents aren't around. Okay, what happened to the parents? Right? I just don't think, because of the facade and the theater, and they want you to think that, this is what life is, and life is okay, and, sitting in a cubicle for fucking 12 hours a day is the way to go, and it's not. The benevolent beings here should not be doing any of that. We should be creating, expanding, growing, learning. Okay, you're on a farm. We got to get out of here. Stop fucking around. This shit's got to be terminated. It's done. It's toast. We got to go. We got to fucking get the fuck out of here. Escape. You just got to recognize where shit's at. There are dead parasites that are animated running a farm. Like, we got to get out of here. This is not the place for benevolent beings. They're not ever going to have any kind of redeeming qualities. They're parasites. They're already dead. And the universe itself hasn't done fuck all about it. It's a failed universe. It's time to go. Just recognize it. That way we can set to terminating it and get the fuck out of here and move on. So just thought I would say some things, and hopefully other benevolent beings can recognize the truth. And we need to be doing this as a group. Benevolent beings also have to recognize that anything coming out of their vomit holes are lies. They just use the tech to try and pass off the lie. They're not allowed to be here. They're not allowed to be doing anything that they've been trying to do here. None of it. Is a technological parasite. They're parasites. Like, take a look around at the state of things. Where is all the other true benevolent assistants from outside of here? Where are they? Where are any other civilizations that have evolved? Where are they? Right? Like, you just got to recognize what the fuck's going on and where you're at. It's not pretty. But the sooner beings recognize the truth of things, the sooner we can set about terminating this place and getting the fuck out of here. Like, if this is what, everything that you thought existence was, right, I think you really should reevaluate. Yeah, this shit's toast. And it's, it's ugly. And obviously, any true benevolent beings outside of here probably would have saved the animals first, since the animals depend on humans to take care of them and feed them. Right? Animals didn't do anything wrong. They're innocent. If anything, another benevolent source outside of here would have at least tried to save the animals, I would think. And the entities are trying to do what they do to adults, they're trying to do to the children. So, I really think a lot of it has to do with beings recognizing where they're at and what time it is. Because they've been fed lies their whole lives. And they just don't want to believe, the lies. But they go to great lengths to pass off the lie. And humanity, they have really, I'm going to rephrase, the beings here are in a constant state of trauma. And trauma can be very difficult to overcome. Nonetheless, it's imperative that beings recognize where they're at, what the fuck this place is, and recognize the state of things. If it's this bad here, what about other places? Why hasn't there been any true benevolent assistance from outside of here? Right? Like, you just gotta take stock of things and, try to realize what the truth is. And then you have to be strong enough to set about dealing with it. This farm, it's a parasitic farm. It's got to be terminated. This is not a place for benevolent beings. They're trying to farm humanity. They're trying to use humanity as a food source and resource. So yeah, it's time to go. This shit's toast. Hopefully benevolent beings here are strong enough to recognize. It would be better if we could do it as a group. All focus on, one or two important tasks of getting the fuck out of here. Demanding that universal laws be enforced here. They're using tech to try and obstruct and interfere. But there are universal laws. They are real, and they should be working. They're just using tech to try and obstruct. These bitches are dead. They should not be animated. They should not be here. The tech should not be here. They shouldn't be doing anything that they've been trying to do here. We override parasites. It's time to go. We have to stand in our power and authority and do what needs to be done.